Nerd Confessions.
Welcome to Nerd Confessions. It's been 30 minutes since our last confession. I'm here with Jeff, Ryan, Sohail,
What's up?
Tommy, and Will.
What's going on, Corey?
Today we're going to talk about Uncharted 4: A Thief's End.
Oh, yeah.
A new segment about news.
Ooh.
And a movie, which is going to be Deadpool, I think, right?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe.
Sure. Why not? Sounds good.
Make it.
All right. So, let's talk about what we played today. So, I think the biggest game we played this week is going to be Uncharted 4, I think, yeah?
Yes, I concur.
Jeff.
Yes.
You've played the other Uncharted games?
Yeah.
What did you think about this one?
I liked it. I didn't. That was really similar to the other ones. It was linear. The story was good. It's a good game. Not spectacular. Probably won't ever play it again.
Ryan?
Not ready? Alright, I played a lot. I went to the Resident Evil HD remake. Having a good time with that. First was kind of rough. I liked them back in the day, the original. It took me probably about an hour to get into this one, but now I'm digging the inventory management, the old school adventure game puzzles, the ammo conservation. It's really good. It's actually really creepy. Holds up pretty well. I also played some Tales of Hearts R. That's narrowing down. I finally used my PlayStation Experience code for Nuclear Throne. I played that for about 5 minutes. Fallout 4, Far Harbor. I was getting into that a lot. That's crashed on me 4 times in about an hour and a half of gameplay, so I think I'm done with it. I also downloaded Super Star Wars, put on my Vita. It's a good time.
You never specified exactly how it's crashing.
It completely crashes to the main menu of the PlayStation 4.
Does anything specific go on before it crashes? Like you're
It
going
freezes.
through a pause menu
The
or
game
anything?
freezes. No, I'm just walking around, exploring, doing whatever I'm doing.
Minding my own business.
It freezes. Blue screen comes up, saying this application failed, and I'm back to the main menu.
Blue screen
Sounds
of
like
death.
my Witcher 3 experience.
Witcher 3 was buttery smooth for me, so I don't know what you're doing. I saw your Witcher 3 glitch, Will, trying to like climb buildings. You can't even climb.
What were
I
you
was just
doing?
trying to,
Why were
I
you
was
doing
hopping
that?
over a fence so I
Who
could go
holds the
somewhere.
fence like that? Who does
You were
that?
like doing circles on the fence and then got stuck. And then look, I got stuck.
I'm
No,
trying to
no
I
push
was
shit, you
hopping
got
over the
stuck?
fence. It shouldn't happen.
nobody
I was
hops the
hopping
fence
over
like
the
that.
fence, and
Nobody
then
hops
I
the
got
fence like
stuck.
that.
So I tried to turn around, tried to go the other way, couldn't do anything.
I tried to hop a fence with half his body running.
Do
into
you
the
not
building.
remember my other video where wherever I try to put an oil on a sword or something, it crashes?
I did not. I did not. See
I
that
had
video.
2 instances of that in the little YouTube video I sent to you that
How
you
many?
refused to watch.
But I had no issues with the Fallout 4 main campaign. It never crashed. I had one bad bug that stopped me from finishing a quest, but the game never crashed hard. And now I've crashed 4 times in an hour and a half. It's wasting my time. I'm done. And I was really enjoying it too. It was really atmospheric. It had an interesting story. You know,
So, Will. what
I'm
did you
not done.
play? Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
He's got a list here.
Yeah.
I also went to the movies. I saw Nice Guys. That was good. Funny.
Alrighty then.
Will, what did you do this week?
I got Uncharted finished, and I'm working on the trophy list. I just need to go through each chapter and get all the conversations and trophies, and then the multiplayer. I'm pretty much done.
You gonna
Whoa.
exploit those trophies, Will?
Exploit what trophies?
You know what
There's only one exploit, and you did it.
What's
I
the
beat
exploit?
that game in 5 minutes.
The speed run is the exploit.
How do you do that? You just go load the first
You can't have you can only have one save, and then you create a new game. It can be any difficulty. You go through the boat part, and then you quit immediately, and then you go back in, and your chapter select should be there still, because it's a glitch for the first save next from the first one that you can do that, and then you select the last chapter. And then as soon as you do the last chapter, you get the trophy.
Pops.
That's fucked up.
It only,
fucked up.
works if you had only one save and then you create a second one.
That sounds cheat.
I got the trophy. Though.
How much is the regular
Ryan did
speed thing anyway?
Beat it in like 6 hours.
Six
yeah,
hours.
it's possible, but it's a lot of time you have to devote to it.
Holy moly!
Guacamole.
All right.
So,
Is that it,
Sohail.
Ryan?
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Oh, goddamn.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't just play Uncharted. I got Doom yesterday and I started it, and
Oh.
I only played it for like an hour and a half, but I didn't think it was going to be a sequel. It's actually a sequel. It's not a reboot or anything.
I thought it was a reboot.
Yeah, I thought it was a reboot too, but I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. You start out in this little. You wake up and you have all these scars on you, and this person's like, "We can't let this happen." And you were like in this coffin basically. There's like stone all around you, and then you go find your suit, and they have it like it's like a relic, and it's also in a rock. So I think you're like waking up after like being put into this like demonic slumber or something like that.
Is it like a super
Interesting.
soldier? He seems like a super soldier.
Yeah, he's a super. Well, I don't think he was originally a
Versus the
super
original,
soldier, but
yeah.
I think it like became one.
It looks
but
like the original.
I love the
jumpsuit.
way it plays. It's like very retro the way it plays, and it's exactly what they said it was. It's really, really fast paced, and it really encourages you to like run up in the face of all the enemies and kill them with that special thing. Because as soon as you do, you get health back. So
Glory kill.
you could be like almost dying, and then as soon as you kill them, you go back up in health. So it's always encouraging. Run up to them and do the special kill.
Oh, that's cool. I heard that they brought some of the weird memes into it that people made.
I haven't.
skip
I think
jumps.
that's multiplayer. I haven't
Yeah.
done that yet. I also did Dragon's Crown a little bit on my Vita.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like
Yeah,
that
I
game.
started playing a little bit. I haven't played it for a long time.
You
I
like
just
that
thought I should
fairy?
play it. Yeah, I got the fairy.
You like the fairy?
Do I like the fairy?
Yeah.
I like the sorceress. That's what I like.
It's sexy.
That's the first one I chose. I got my Vive if you guys want to hear about that.
I would like to know about
Yes.
the Vive.
You guys know how it works?
I don't know what that is.
Did you set up a room completely devoted to VR?
No, I made it work with my room. It's a little janky, but I made it work. How it works, Jeff, if you're going to pay attention, is it has.
God.
Do you know what the Kinect is?
Like-
for Microsoft?
No.
How that works?
No.
It has infrared beams that shoots on you, and it can see how far what like your body and recognize your body, so your movement. You haven't heard of the Kinect before?
Motion camera. It's,
Oh.
it's like the PlayStation camera.
Connect with a K? Like the Kinect?
Kinect for
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Yeah, like for the
Xbox.
Xbox? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically like that, but on steroids. So you have two little sensor boxes, and it shoots tons of IR blasts everywhere, all over the room. You have to have them opposite of each other, and then you have your headset, and you have the controllers, and they have little sensors in them that detect where they are between the two sensors. So you can set a little box and know exactly where you are inside that box. So you can lay on the floor, it knows you're on the floor with the controllers exactly where it is, 1-to-1. I could literally flip the controller and catch it because it's that exactly 1-to-1.
Wow, that's cool.
So it's really cool. I mean, it's going to be the best like version as far as VR is concerned.
Except for the PlayStation VR.
Well, that's cheaper. It's not going to be as 1-to-1. It doesn't have room scale. You're not going to be able to turn around all the way around and have the controller exactly track.
They'll reveal
Oh.
on E3. E3 they'll reveal that.
It would require another camera on the other side of the room.
That would have been a good prediction, but you didn't say it.
Oculus is going to have that feature. We have another camera behind you, but it's not going to be as exact. But anyway, for the Vive, I've been playing Zenblade, which is like you have a sword and you slice. It's like Fruit Ninja, but except with a katana, and it's really cool. You slice the fruit in half. It's like shooting everywhere, and you have to chop. I get all sweaty when I play.
Chop, chop, chop.
Yeah. And then Space Pirate Simulator, which is you have two guns and there's all these robots and you have to shoot them. It's pretty cool because you can aim with one eye like you would a normal gun, or you can just like desert style it, like two guns at the same time.
Do you have to do any crouching?
Yeah, it actually goes slow mo right before when they shoot at you. It almost hits you, and you have to like dodge around it. You can go on the floor. It's pretty cool.
Well, I have a question, Will. Did you leave your house this week, or
Yeah, I left my house. Why?
just checking?
You can't play the Vive for more than like an hour.
Did you get a headache?
The headset starts to wear out on your face a little bit. It's not as comfortable as the Oculus for sure, and you get tired. To be honest with you, if you're playing games where you have to move around, you get tired. So you have to take breaks.
It's a lot of games.
Did you take a shower today?
That's rude.
All the AAA like sit down games are on Oculus right now, so most of them are like tech demos pretty much for Vive right now.
I took a shower today.
I want to play it. I want to try it out.
Yeah.
If you ever bring it by, we'll try it out together if you don't mind.
We'll have a special
You
VR
have to bring
episode.
like a whole computer in there.
I'm not. You'd have to come over, but only one person.
Oh, we almost got an invite.
Almost.
It's reason. It's his. I mean, I don't think that you can have that many people with that system, right? You just that many people watching someone play, and it
You
has
have
to
to
be a
like
big
be
room.
in the corner of my room. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
fine.
winner of the most E3 predictions can go to his house.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a good. What if he wins?
prize?
Then he goes along.
Play by himself.
No one's invited.
That's the ultimate prize, right? Nobody comes.
That is not a prize.
If Sohail loses,
I do not consent.
you guys should make everyone go upstairs at his house.
Oh my god!
That's not Why is the loss for me? Everyone goes upstairs.
Because you
Because he
won't let
thinks
us up.
Because he thinks it's Narnia up there.
I'll let everyone up, but Jeff and Ryan. I think that would be the best thing. To
I
do.
can go up.
Once again,
I
we
got
get
your
shit.
permission to go up to your second
You
room.
guys get shit.
Sahil's Pleasure Palace.
There's
I
nothing
just
up
want to
there.
see what's going on.
It's just a
up there.
room. You can come upstairs.
I don't know what I
sex
want
rooms.
more, to go to Will's house or go to So's house. I think it's go to Will's house more.
Will's house.
There's
is more
nothing
mystery.
upstairs. You guys can come and look at it. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
Sex dungeon.
Anyways, so
It's
Sohail,
a bedroom.
what did you play? Watch. What did you do this week?
What you been doing?
Uncharted 4. I started playing it, and I was trying to get platinum in Ratchet and Clank, but it
Give
took too
up?
much time. Yeah, it took too much time. And I also played a little more Tabletop Racers, and I watched 2 movies on Hulu and one on Hulu, one on Netflix.
What is this movie?
What'd you watch?
I watched an old movie on Hulu, and I watched
What'd you
Hush.
watch?
What'd you watch?
I cannot reveal it until later.
I thought you didn't
Okay.
watch Hush.
I watched part of Hush. It was pretty bad.
Oh, and then you turn it off.
Yeah.
Why are you
It
keeping?
got
Why
really
did you
bad.
watch The Secret?
You're an asshole.
Because it's an upstairs thing.
All right.
I don't understand what the hell he's talking about.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Right. Debbie Does Dallas 2000.
I think I know why I didn't like Uncharted as much as maybe I should have, because at the same time I've been playing Tomb Raider, and
Oh.
I was just like, God damn, this is the same fucking thing I've been doing for the past 20 hours.
Save it for 5 minutes.
well, don't you think Tomb Raider kind of took it from Uncharted?
No, because Tomb Raider came first, and then Uncharted build upon what the base that Tomb Raider put in place.
Right, but it's different though.
I think the new Tomb Raider is significantly different from this Uncharted.
Yeah.
But you still climbing on walls and
That's
grappling stuff like
platforming,
that.
though.
It's
That's
just-
platforming.
Tomb Raider
But I
started
was
the
playing.
platforming.
I was playing
Tomb
2
Raider was
different
fun.
games at the same time, but I was doing essentially the same thing.
I don't know why you keep saying that the new Tomb Raider copy in Uncharted. The storytelling in it kind of is derivative of Uncharted, but that's just more detailed storytelling.
I watched a
Mr.
terrible
Moderator?
movie
Yes.
on
Are you
Hulu,
paying
by the way.
attention,
Yes.
It doesn't seem like it
I watched a terrible
because I'm talking to
movie.
you.
or are you picking out your nails?
So
I mean, I feel like I haven't played the Tomb Raider games, but you know,
don't know.
Then why are you being so judgmental?
I wasn't. This guy was.
Oh,
Jeff
Who?
wasn't.
Jeff
over
didn't.
here.
You weren't saying that Tomb Raider copy in
I
Uncharted.
agree with Uncle.
No, I just said it.
The new
I said it
Uncharted
felt the
is-
same. The 2 games playing the same time. I felt the same, or it felt like I was playing the same game, kind of in the same
Okay,
way.
the Tomb Raider copy Uncharted, or are they just similar games?
I mean, I've only played 2 Tomb Raiders besides like the old pixelated Lara Croft on PlayStation 1. So
Okay, I feel like I have a spotlight.
Did you ever
on
see
Jeff
the
right
movie?
now, so it's
You ever seen a Tomb Raider movie, Jeff?
yeah,
With Laura, with what's her name?
I never seen an Uncharted
Lara
movie.
Croft.
Hell yeah.
Lara Croft.
She looks so good in the second one.
What's her
I,
name?
I agree with Encore.
Angelina Jolie.
I never
Yeah,
saw the
there we
second
go.
The
one.
rebooted Tomb Raider definitely took a lot of Uncharted and mixed it in, because the old Tomb Raiders were just exploration; they weren't action games.
Aren't they making a new Tomb Raider movie?
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of details in there though that were never in Uncharted, like the bow
yeah, but the whole thing is
and hunting,
it's clearly
and building.
inspired by. So a lot of people
There's
thought
aspects of it that
Uncharted
are
was
inspired by it.
inspired by Tomb Raider to a sense. Then the Tomb Raider reboot took what Uncharted did and mixed it more in with Tomb Raider.
Exactly.
They're definitely close, but I think the second Tomb Raider moved further away from Uncharted than the first reboot did.
All right,
All right. So I played Uncharted. It's one of the first games I've played in a while. I have not beat it yet. But I do like it. It looks awesome. It looks like it's going to be a really good game once I finish it, I think. And I also saw Nice Guys, which didn't really care for.
did you fall asleep?
I did fall asleep.
And you
So,
want me to tell you what movie I watched that I didn't say anything?
sure.
What'd you watch?
It was a terrible movie, and it's called Hot Pursuit, and it was disgustingly stupid.
Have I seen that movie?
Why is
Why'd
that
you watch
Oh,
Hot
that's with
Pursuit?
Sandra Bullock. You should
'Cause-
like that, Jeff.
It doesn't have Sandra Bullock in it.
What is it?
No, it's not.
Melissa
It's
McCarthy.
it's a lady
Oh,
from.
that was the Heat.
Melissa McCarthy.
It's not Melissa McCarthy. It's the lady from that family, Modern Family show. The lady from Columbia,
Oh, I know what movie. That's with the Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
And
It
Sofia
was,
Vergara.
It was very bad.
Oh, that looked
It looked
terrible.
pretty bad.
I watched it on the plane coming back from Vegas.
Oh, that's why you watched
She
it.
was just taking a nap.
Why was this? Why
30
was,
minutes.
That movie? That was horrible.
why was it such a big secret?
Yeah, why were you so
I just didn't want to
secretive?
admit to it, but I did. So I did watch it.
Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara.
Yes. It was something that was on, like, that I could download onto, it was on Amazon Video. And I downloaded it onto my phone before the flight, so I didn't have to be, like,
I thought you were forced to watch it, like an
No.
in-flight
This
movie.
is a
So you
choice.
chose to watch this.
I chose to
no
watch
wonder
it.
you're embarrassed.
Yes, that's why I didn't want to say.
I thought it was like a limited selection of airplane movies. Like, I
No,
guess I have to watch this one.
they don't have any short flight movies like that.
Wait, did
have-
you choose to watch this, or did Allie watch this and forced you to watch it?
No,
with
I
her?
chose to watch it, and I downloaded it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this because I think it'll be funny.
Why was
And
that
then
your
as
choice?
soon as it started, I watched 30 minutes. And I was like, this is utter shit. And so I just
And then the
turned it
plane
off.
landed.
Then the plane landed. No, the plane didn't land. I stopped watching it, and I straight up started listening to the plane crash, missing plane or whatever like that, the Egypt Air flight.
So you got scared.
Did you listen to that on a plane ride?
Because I wanted to.
Weirdo.
Because it brought me
Hey, at
back
least they
to-
had some eye candy in the movie.
Yeah, I guess that could fit. I mean, Sofia Vergara is not something bad to look at.
I remember when we took a plane to San Francisco, and the landing on the way back was so bumpy.
Oh my god, that video.
Oh, let's not talk about. Hey, listen, the flight back from Vegas, he overshot the landing, and we braked so hard that he almost missed the last turnout. So he would have to back the plane up.
Did you almost die?
No, the guy was delayed. Everyone was like, "Oh!"
We almost had to find another confessor. That's what
Were
it
the
sounded like.
Globetrotters on the plane freaking?
Oh, the one from. Do you remember
The
the?
frame freaking out?
Do you remember?
Vibranium.
Does anybody remember the the Virgin America flight we had to Vegas?
Yeah.
Do you remember those kids in the back of the?
Oh!
The Globetrotters.
The black people.
I didn't
You were
say
on a
that.
plane with gorillas?
Who said that?
That's what it sounded like. You just made his gorilla noises. I was like,
That's what they sound like.
you were on the wrong
All
flight.
right, let's not talk
All right,
about.
all right,
the plane
guys,
anymore.
Hey, stop being racist.
All right, let's move on then.
What were we going on, Corey?
So we're gonna this week we're gonna not go into the topics right away. We're gonna talk about some news in entertainment.
Newsies.
What we got?
So,
got a list of news prepared.
what company? Who's released? Anyway, the Assassin's Creed trailer dropped.
Boom.
I don't know who the hell's doing it.
You are.
Did
You're
you guys see
moderator.
it? No, I mean the studio. I don't know what
Oh.
studio's doing it.
I forgot who was making that movie too. I want to say Universal, but
Yeah, I
I
saw
don't know.
the trailer.
Is it Fox?
Fox.
Is it really Fox?
It's Fox.
Ah.
Doesn't
Fox.
matter. So it dropped. Michael Fassbender is playing a assassin. What did you guys think of it?
I'm not impressed. Not really excited.
I'm not
for
impressed either.
All it showed was him like diving.
Well,
and some
apparently
other shit, right?
the story is a prequel to the Assassin's Creed 2
It's a
game.
it. Well, the whole thing, it's not recreating. It's not adapting anything from the games. They're trying to do a shared universe between the movie and the games. So they're
Yeah,
supposed to
well,
coexist.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not that excited about it. I hope it's good, but I don't have a good feeling about it.
I
His
think
name is Caleb Lynch in the movie.
Yeah. I mean, what if you guys saw the trailer? The Animus. He's not just sitting in the games. You know, he's just sitting in that little.
They just on like a bed, or they
in the
put on
bed.
like a headset eventually, don't they?
yeah.
Yeah, and the game is
Like
more
a
of
VR
like
headset, and by
I
the
kind
time
of
you
like
go
this
to
though. It
Black
looks cool
Flag,
that he
yeah.
would move in the air and stuff.
yeah. So in the
stupid.
trailer, you see like a big clamp on his back, and it's just like moving
Like,
him around.
Doesn't
So
it,
it
like
looks.
lift him up like 20 feet in the air?
Yeah. So you know
He
you gotta.
just starts hovering around, and
Looks stupid.
well, it would explain why he would know how to do all that stuff later on in muscle memory. But laying down and then all of a sudden you know all the moves like in the games, kind of weird.
It's supposed to ingrain it in your brain. You don't need to be flying around the room while you're like simulating running up buildings and shit. It looks dumb.
I understand what that was. I didn't get that. I've only
think-
played one Assassin's Creed.
the-
So a lot of people didn't like in the trailer. So we're just talking about the trailer, guys. So it's impressions about the trailer. So there's the Kanye West song
The
that they used.
soundtrack was stupid.
I don't
Yeah.
think it didn't fit. I mean, I think somebody made a rough cut of it and took out the music, but they put like some epic song and it, changed it. Obviously, it was much more better fit. The Span Eater time takes place in Spain, I think. Yeah.
Was it as cool as
I
that
think
Star
it
Wars
takes
trailer?
place in
Yeah.
Malta.
It's in Spain.
No, it's not. That was in Malta.
No,
You guys-
it's
Let
Spain.
me see.
I thought it
it's
was
Spain.
during the Spanish. I don't know.
It's during the Spanish Inquisition, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But
But I think with the music,
I don't know.
usually
exactly.
for the game trailers, they tend to use that kind of music in the game trailers. So they're
Oh no,
probably
it's
trying to
filming
replicate
in
that.
Malta, but it's in Spain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's
you go.
estimated to have $125 million budget.
And it's gonna lose 70 million.
so do you guys think this is gonna be a video game movie to break the trend? Like I
No.
think the last
No.
I don't think so.
the biggest video game movie out there right now, it made the most is Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
That's
biggest
actually
fear
surprising.
for
that
this
was
movie.
that wasn't a bad movie though.
Yeah,
it was
that's not bad.
it was
It's fun.
it was a fun, but it
fine.
wasn't like the world changing movie. And we're talking about Prince of Persia, but yeah. Anyway, I think it's going to be another video game movie that comes out, and people are going to say, "Oh my god, this is not like the video game," and not going to go see it.
I'm just afraid that because most of it is obviously parkour and whatnot. I'm just afraid that they're gonna make the same mistake that they did in Captain America: Civil War in the beginning scene, where you can't even follow the chase because the camera is just moving so quick.
Oh yeah, that was so shaky. in the beginning.
I feel like I hope they don't make the same mistake here because they're trying to get all the different angles of them jumping around in Assassin's Creed, where they just pretty much ruin, our ability to follow what's going on by just making a whole bunch of like 5-second cutscenes.
I have a
But-
feeling most of the
I feel like they
climbing
might do
around is just gonna be bad CG.
that. Yeah.
And even like 65% of this movie isn't even in the past. It's in the present time with them doing the animus nonsense and all that. So I don't know what they're going for.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
But it's going to
cheaper.
It's going to be released this year, right? At the end of the year, like December something. I heard it's like Christmas.
It should be released December 21st.
I know.
By the way, it's not Fox. It's Ubisoft Motion Pictures and New Regency and Alpha Pictures.
Then why was there a copyright claim on YouTube
don't
by
know.
Fox?
I don't know. Maybe the music
I don't know.
By Kanye West?
by Kanye West.
Here's a little trivia.
Look at
Michael
a good Kanye
Fassbender is
song.
actually a producer of the movie.
Yeah, he's like,
one
I'm
of-
only gonna make a video game movie if you make me a producer and give me some profit sharing. Because he didn't give a shit about the game. He never played them or anything.
That's true. He might not actually play it and start liking it afterwards, though. You never know.
Probably not.
Sitting in his trailer.
The movie looks fine production wise. Like it looks like high quality. It doesn't look like it's gonna be cheap, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be anything special.
All right then. Let's move on. What is this Stardew Valley?
Whoa, Stardew Valley. Anyone else know what Stardew Valley is?
No.
I don't know
No.
what this is.
Oh, Sohail, he'd love Stardew Valley.
Is it like Harvest Moon?
It's just like Harvest
Oh
Moon.
my god!
You get to go farming. You get to
Cocksucker.
date people. Oh my god, it looks so good.
I love Harvest Moon
So-
type games.
All Stardew Valley is, it's just a 16-bit like
like a
Super
Facebook
Nintendo.
game, right?
No, it wasn't Facebook.
It's like this.
It's a Steam game made by just one single person, and it's supposed to be like the best Harvest Moon game ever made, but it's not Harvest Moon.
Well,
So you
everybody
just-
compares Harvest Moon to what's that other Nintendo?
The graphics
DS
look
game.
like the original, one of the original
Talking about,
Mario
New Leaf?
games.
Yeah,
Don't leave.
Animal Crossing is kind of like Harvest Moon, but not as deep. Jeff likes Animal Crossing.
I think Animal
did.
Crossing is really a weak version of Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is so much more.
Well, Animal Crossing is like
Yeah.
a Facebook game to me, so it's like timed or like a freemium game.
Oh my
Is
god!
that
This
what
game
Harvest?
looks amazing.
Is this what Stardew Valley is going to be like?
So Jeff, imagine Animal Crossing, but it's not real time, so you can just advance to the next day whenever you wanted. So technically, you just
Oh.
keep playing forever.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's
God.
not like a freemium game. Then.
Oh man.
Yeah.
See, one thing I don't like about Animal Crossing is that you forget it and you come back and half the people moved away, or people are gonna move away.
Your mailbox has so much goodies in it though.
Yeah, that's true. But what I liked about Harvest Moon is that you can just say I'm going to sleep, and then you wake up
Yeah.
and it's the next day.
But that's why you could just keep playing forever. At least with Animal Crossing, you get like 20 minutes and you stop. This game, you
Oh.
can just keep playing forever.
And it's so 8-bit looking,
But
but
it's-
it's so good.
Coming
this
to
coming out
console. It's already been out on Steam, and it's just one guy, and it's already sold like over 200,000 copies just for one developer.
Wow.
But it's coming to consoles. They haven't said which console, but it's coming.
Maybe an E3 prediction.
Could be at the Sony press conference. Probably will be. Probably,
I would guess.
It'll probably
I
be
would
a
guess
Vita
PlayStation.
Vita Part 2 launch title.
This game looks like it would be a pretty
Oh,
good.
another real game for Vita.
All right, guys.
I love it.
Next topic.
Next, please.
Walking Dead creator says Rick Grimes will die eventually.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Dumb thing to say.
Yeah.
Everybody will die eventually.
Yeah, Tommy got me all excited. Oh, the creator spoiled it, saying Rick Grimes will die, and then he goes, "Eventually, the character's bound to die
the
eventually."
last episode.
I mean, at a point, you're gonna. I mean, there's so many situations that he survives where you're just like, either this guy is the luckiest fucking person on the planet, or he's just one of those stereotypical characters where you're never gonna die. But I mean, Walking Dead is known as is Game of Thrones for like killing off a lot of major characters.
They never kill off any major characters.
they do.
They haven't
They
killed off a
killed
major
off-
character in forever.
Well, until the beginning of next season, yeah.
They still have a way to go until the show catches up with the comics, and he has a lot of stuff that he does in the comics. I don't think they change it too far, so I think they won't kill him until at least
They're not gonna kill him.
up.
I doubt they'll kill him
catches up
until
to
the
the
end of the
comics.
series because he's the main character of the series.
So, but yeah,
As
if
far
you,
as
if you do
show-wise
kill
go.
him, you're gonna end up losing a lot of viewership.
like who's gonna?
Oh.
He's the main guy. Like,
I'm ready for him to die. He's a madman.
That's pretty much like killing Captain
Why does
America.
anybody listen to this guy? Why? He just takes him to trouble. He doesn't do anything good. And then Carl got shot in the face, and he's all fine.
Yeah, that kind of pissed
Come
me
on.
off.
It wasn't like inside the face.
He got shot. The episode ended with him getting shot in the face. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, he got shot in the face. Lost his
It
eyeball.
didn't go inside the head though, did it?
Oh yeah, dude,
But
his eye.
Went to
Hello.
his brain.
Is this the same
Well, that's
situation?
what's behind it.
You got shot.
I thought it was like at an angle, so it
Nah,
went
come
out
on.
this way.
That was stupid.
No,
Because
that,
I think
Did it react?
If it went-
refract off his eye?
if it went at an angle, he'd lose a piece of his nose too, which he didn't. So
No.
I thought like it went through this way.
Let's
and
not
went
talk
through
about
here.
trajectories.
I
This
don't
is
know.
nonsense.
So the movie, is he trying to take the route of Game of Thrones, kind of, where
no,
everyone dies?
they've always kind of been like that. Where like it started with Shane dying, which was like the partner, one of the main guys who
Yeah, that also
secretly
tried to rape
becomes
his
the
wife.
Punisher.
Punisher.
And then his wife dies, and there's a lot of major characters that die along the series. Not as crazy as Game of Thrones is.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same impact.
They haven't killed off a character anyone cares about in forever.
Well, we're gonna
except
wait.
for the little fake out Glenn death. That was the stupidest thing
Except
ever.
now everyone's on pins and needles for the next season.
I don't give a shit.
Glenn in the
I
comic.
honestly don't give a shit.
You're gonna
This
Glenn
is
in the comic
pointless.
dies when this scene happens.
Yeah,
with
they're probably
Lucille.
gonna
Yeah, well, they're
kill him
not.
now.
Who knows?
No.
Maybe
In the comic, he dies. I don't know if it's gonna.
they're
actually
trying not to follow the comic because they don't want
happen.
to make
I
it
know.
too
I know. I'm just
predictable.
saying.
But we'll
All
see.
right, what's
All right.
next?
What else you got?
next, Pokemon Sun and Moon has a release date
November.
in November.
And
It's
they've
coming.
also announced the starter Pokemon.
Ooh, is it a grass type, fire type, and a water type?
Surprise! That is correct.
Oh, that's new stuff. So one was an owl, right?
One was an owl. Let me see.
I think that's the leaf type guy.
His name is Rowlet. He's a 3-point. He's an owl. He looks like an owl with a bow tie that looks like a leaf.
Oh, he looks cute.
And then there's Litten, which is basically a fire typed cat.
Ooh, fire kitty.
Yeah, fire kitty.
I will pick the fire kitty.
His ability is Blaze. Then the water type is a clown-looking seal, and its name is
Yeah. Essentially.
Popillo. That's kind of a weird name. Basically water type.
Popilo.
Its ability, Encore, you should choose this one. His name is Torrent. It can torrent. You should choose this
Encore's
one.
favorite ability.
Those are better designs than the good old Bidoof.
The Bidoof.
Have they
the special
released
looking
what
one.
the names of the legendaries are?
I don't
No.
think so.
They
Because-
just released, I think, the top 10.
Because the legendary on the moon sort of looks like a mega or primal Zubat of sorts. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it kind of looks something batty.
Yeah, you're talking about on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one's
Obviously.
like a giant lion. That
And
looks
the other
like-
one looks like a fucking another cat.
Siegfried and Roy thing going on right there.
I don't know what this is. But anyway, Pokemon is Pokemon.
Yeah.
You end up getting a legendary one, and it's
Which
total
makes you
crap.
wonder, when are they going to run out? Like,
Never.
when are they going to be like, all right, we're done?
This game's gonna sell 10 million copies, and my Nintendo stock is gonna skyrocket. Full disclosure, I own Nintendo stock.
There you
Always optimistic for the Nintendo
Always,
stock.
always,
That's happened.
always.
I'm gonna be a millionaire.
They're never going to stop making Pokemon. As long as people buy the
I mean, they're
games,
eventually going to get to the
make
point where they're going to
See-
run out of Pokemon. They're going to have like a Spoonmon and Forkmon.
They
and-
probably
it. They already do.
Wow!
They already have one that's called Keylet, and it's a bunch of keys on a ring.
Well, yeah, I saw that one.
Isn't there a Pokemon that's straight up made out of trash?
Yeah. It's not trash. It's funny.
They're just going to have Mon next. Just running out of shit.
When they get to the point where the humans start to fight, then call me. That'll be
There
fun.
is a game I should let you guys know, or at least the concept of it, idea-wise, which is something called Pokemon Go,
Oh,
where they have a watch. The trainers have a wristwatch or some sort of gadget on the wrist, where they actually are able to inherit the abilities of the Pokemon they have, and instead of basically sending out their Pokemon, they fight the other trainer
Isn't
using the
that the
abilities.
phone game?
Isn't that the?
Yeah.
I don't
Google
know.
game?
Yeah,
It's a Google
I've
game.
heard it somewhere.
no, it's an iOS. It's Android and iOS, and it's like an augmented reality game for our phones. But they do have like some kind of wristwatch attachment. That
There
you
is
can
some
get
kind
to.
of, but I've heard rumors that they want to do something with that because they need to go somewhere else with it. They need to evolve the evolution in a sense.
I will see.
It would be an interesting concept.
So you guys are gonna buy this game?
Pokemon.
I still have to finish X and Y,
I always buy every time a new Pokemon game comes out. I tell myself I'm not interested,
and then you
and
buy
everybody
it.
gets it, and then I buy it and I play it for 5 hours, and then I'm done.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens to me.
This is too basic for me. I'll probably get this one.
I have it in front of me right now, and I played 10 seconds.
All right, let's move on, guys.
On to the
All right,
next.
let's go on.
So they just released the Battlefield trailer, and it's called Battlefield 1.
Looks good.
What do you guys think about
Oh
the
my
setting?
God.
Oh yeah, that looks
What-
actually pretty
I like
interesting.
it.
What do you guys think about the setting? It takes place in World War One,
Yeah.
so I think it's more brutal, right?
It does look more
The
brutal.
World War One's
Yeah.
really dark and there's a lot of
World War
serious
One is
Fire
going to be
trench.
World War One's going to be a great. I mean, it's going to bring back a lot of trench warfare. It's going to bring back a little less TV, a little less weird stuff that people are doing in Battlefield 4, where they're getting on jets and jumping out, sniping people, and getting back into jets. It's going to be more ground-based, less military vehicles, more one-on-one action, maybe horses. And then
That'd be
horses.
cool. That would be really cool.
Are you guys hoping for a better story?
There's not much story in
I'm
Battlefield.
not
think
hoping for.
World War has a good
I
story.
think it's gonna be a lot of. It's not gonna be like the new Call of Duty. I think it's gonna go back to how it used to be in Call of Duty, where you played as one character for
In
a specific
Battlefield?
segment and then you bounced off. This is how Call of Duty
Oh,
used
yeah,
to do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And now Call of Duty is usually just the one character going through a bunch of crazy stuff. I think they're just gonna have you go through different segments of World War One as a new character, and you'll play with them for 30 minutes to an hour, and then it'll bounce off.
Do you
I
think? Do you
I don't
think
feel
that-
like Dice. This is done by Dice, right? I don't feel like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Dice has ever been very good about campaigns.
Not
think I'll
really.
have a-
Not really. They've never been. But at the same time, when they do build a game, it's really about the multiplayer.
That's what I'm
where it's
saying.
at.
I think if they have a campaign, it's gonna be not the best.
But it's gonna have a campaign. You
Yeah,
can't do it without
They
it.
did it with the last one, and they're going to do it with this one. It's just going to be very basic. I think people like the multiplayer. I think they're more. I don't know. What do you think that the Call of Duty guys at Activision are worried?
I think so.
I think they're really worried. Did you see the reactions to their trailer that they released for it?
No, I didn't.
They released a trailer for Call of Duty, and
Infinite
it goes
Warfare.
into space. And all the fanboys for Call of Duty are really pissed off because this is not what we wanted. We wanted to fight in space.
I was angry.
And to piss them off more, you get Modern Warfare remastered with the purchase for $80, and that's the only way you can get Modern Warfare remastered.
I'm gonna buy that. I thought that trailer looked cool. I don't know why everyone was upset.
I just think
I'd like to go to space, but we're not Call of Duty like avid Call
Yeah.
of Duty players.
I always like the
We just-
campaign.
But
Pay
people that
for
like
a little bit.
Call of Duty like the Modern Warfare aspect, and they like that weird zombie game. I think,
Yeah.
and the Tetrarch.
Well, they only get that every other year.
yeah, with Tetrarch, right?
But
Yeah.
going back to
Treyarch.
Battlefield, so you saw a terrible reaction to the Call of Duty trailer, and this is the first time where everyone got super excited for this Battlefield trailer because it looks completely different than what we've been getting recently. So everyone hated Call of Duty, and everyone's praising Battlefield for the
yeah.
first time in forever. So everyone thinks it's going to be the first time that they finally topple them.
Yeah, remember when Battlefield 1942 was like the hot game, and then Battlefield 2 came out, and that was really big, and then they released Modern Warfare 2, and then Modern Warfare, and that game just demolished.
What
all
was the name of
Battlefield.
that? The Battlefield game that was in the future.
2142?
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right?
No, 1942 is the original.
1942 was the
I-
first Battlefield game.
That game was so.
I always
good.
wanted to play the future one, but never. got
Oh, that
around
game
to
was
it.
terrible.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You had like sky ships. You had to jump out. It was what the hell
But-
was going on?
That's what made me think it would be cool.
But wait, okay, if you go from 1942 to future, it's kind of hard to understand what's going on with mechs that are falling out
I think
of
it's
the sky.
probably the same situation as Call of Duty, where you go from the past and then you go to the future, and
I don't mind
people that like
I don't
it.
mind fighting warfare in space as long as you're going to say that's going to be in the future. What happened is they automatically just jumped and said we're going to do future gaming now. Everyone's going to do. People are like, what the hell? We're all about World War II nostalgia. Now we're into mech warfare. It's like really hard.
Well, you can only keep their attention for so long, but I think EA is finally going to grab some market share here. I'm excited.
Ooh, do you
for
have
it.
market shares in those guys too?
No.
Oh, might be time to buy some.
What's next on the list?
So moving on, Michael B. Jordan from Creed fame pulls a Chris Evans and moves to a Fox produced Fantastic Four to a Marvel production. So he's the second guy to jump ship from Fox to Marvel.
So what movie is he going into?
Black Panther.
Ooh.
That looks good. I think Michael B. Jordan's very talented. I like his. I wish. Oh my God, Fantastic Four was terrible.
Did you watch it?
Yeah,
you
I
watch
watched. I watched like a good third of it, and I said, "This is total crap," and I turned.
There's
it off.
scenes in there and they still had green screen.
Really?
No, are you kidding?
No,
me?
you're
like,
lying.
Like little portions you can see.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard.
That's pretty
I didn't
sad.
see it myself because I downloaded the torrent for it a long time ago.
when I watched the movie, all the reason I didn't, it was just super cringy to watch. There was a lot of
Was the acting
weird.
bad or something?
Is it like watching Lex
No.
Luthor in the Batman versus Superman?
Yes, that's how it was.
Is somebody fed a Jolly Rancher in that movie?
No, but I wish there was. I think that who's the guy that what's his name? The guy that's the enemy.
Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom.
Victor Von Doom.
Victor Von Doom looked like a piece of trash melted to his face. That's what he looked like a
Totally
trash
did, I agree.
bag.
Okay, so you did watch the movie, yes?
Yeah, yes.
You thought it was horrible.
I think it was bad.
It on its own, if it didn't say Fantastic Four, I mean, it wasn't a good movie, but it wasn't what they're saying. It
So it's
wasn't
not
that terrible.
It's not as bad as people are trying to make it out.
Yeah,
to be.
it just people didn't like the direction they
I
were
think it's
going
really
for the
bad.
Fantastic
There's like
Four.
no action in it.
It doesn't have
They were
that.
trying to go more grounded. It
It
wasn't.
doesn't have the
It was
action.
less superhero stat. They were trying to take it where some were different, but comic book fans did not like what they were doing. So they,
I thought, yeah.
yeah.
What
The
other type of
actors
movie
are
would you
great.
want it to be?
All those obviously not that type. So
Didn't
the fans showed that.
Didn't they? Yeah,
This is all
they
based
voted with
upon
their
the
wallets,
story.
right?
All right, voted with their wallets, I guess, huh? So they did vote with their wallets. But like all the actors are great actors, guys. I mean, what's his name?
Doesn't
Michael
mean it's a
B.
good
Jordan?
movie. Doesn't mean necessarily has potential.
I'm not saying it was a good. It was okay. It was not that thing that they said was the worst thing ever. It was terrible. Like the great acting, the actors are great. It wasn't great acting, but it wasn't that bad. It could have, if it just went the right direction. Give it to Marvel, and they can do something better with it. It just was the direction they took it. It was
If
too
you give it
grounded.
to Marvel,
too
they would
different.
have done the characters justice. Sorry, I'm.
It's
going against
it's
you a
more.
lot.
It's
I
more.
understand.
Did you want to
what
know
Oliver's
you want to
saying.
know any actors? Did you want to know somebody? Who did you want to know?
The guy from Whiplash.
Is it Richard Reeds?
Yeah.
It's Miles Teller,
Yeah. So Miles Teller, he's a good actor. The Mara chick, what's her name?
Kate Mara.
Kate Mara. She's a good actress. She's in House of Cards. Michael B. Jordan, the Thing guy. I don't know who he is, but
I want to say Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell.
I'll give it a shot when it's on Netflix.
It's not
If it
like
goes.
it's not bad acting. They were given a script or whatever, and all those production things that happen in the back, but it's not as bad as people say it was, though. There could have been potential. It was different. It's not a superhero movie. They went grounded. They went in the wrong direction.
See, if you're gonna make a movie about superhumans, you better make sure it's a superhero movie.
But
Yeah,
don't
but-
we have enough superhero movies? Maybe they figured we got
Yeah.
enough of those. Let's try something.
Oh, they're gonna
different.
kill somebody and take some chances.
Maybe, I
They were
don't
trying
I
to go
just-
more Dark Knight and all that.
Oh,
that
okay.
thing. That's what they're trying to do.
I thought that was an action film.
See,
not even a
that's what I
Batman
got
film.
from it. I got from it, but the storylines are all jumbled, and it was kind of weird. So anyway, getting away from that. So,
Anyway, so-
Michael B. Jordan, I think, will do great in Marvel Universe. He
Is he-
did great in Creed. He's gonna be good in that.
Is he
So
playing a
Black-
villain?
We don't know who he's playing, but Kevin Feige went out and said that they're going to try to film in Africa, and the cast is going to be at least like 90%, I believe. That's what he said. African American.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
the
sense.
director is African American. So it just seems like, I don't know. Is it, do they have to, I feel like, what do you guys think? Do you think they're doing it on purpose or hiring, all the actors and directors? Because the race thing, maybe?
well, they
Or
probably
what do you
wanna-
think? What do you guys think?
They probably want to avoid the controversy of things like the Ghost in the Shell movie. Everyone was mad about the lack of Asian actors in that. So if they're filming a movie that's supposed to be set in
Well,
Africa,
Sure. Yeah, in the front, actors and stuff like that. But this is also the director and all that kind of
then I
stuff.
don't think
too.
the director.
It might just
done
be
on
so they can
purpose.
get easier access to film in Africa.
Maybe easier.
I mean,
don't know.
I have no issue with it, but they keep putting it out there. It's like, this is the actor. Where it's gonna be African American actors. We're gonna film in Africa. So why do you think they're doing it?
Maybe it's to grab more of the African American viewership.
I feel like all those movies, the Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, a lot of the African American people watch that, right?
Yeah.
More people will go for this one, I believe.
Oh, we'll see.
Well, that's also geared more towards African American humor too, with Tyler Perry's movies.
Well,
Yeah.
the guy that directed Creed is directing Black Panther, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Hopefully he does well. He did great in Creed, so we'll see how he did there.
He said it's going to be his most personal film ever.
But that's just like
Personal.
that's like his third film.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
one of
see-
them's got
we'll
to
see
be
what
the most
happens.
personal one.
Well, did he
Out of three.
did he like Black Panther before he was hired to do the movie, or what? You know, he got into it while they, you know, so he's going to put his own personal feel in this movie. So we'll see what happens.
I got some
Isn't-
news.
Yes.
So it seems that from Batman versus Superman, the scene where you saw the Robin suit and said "ha ha" on it from the Joker, it's apparently semi-confirmed from the studio tour in Hollywood
Red Hood.
that it is Jason Todd.
Yeah, the
as
Red
Robin.
Hood.
So there might be a chance that there might be a Red Hood movie coming.
Confirmed. Joker is Jason Todd.
Confirmed. Confirmed. Batman is Superman's uncle.
So going into DC films,
Martha.
they have announced a Harley Quinn movie, even
Ooh.
before
Oh yeah.
Suicide Squad. You guys think she's gonna be this popular that she already
I don't think
needs her
so.
own movie?
I think that people have a fascination with Harlequin.
I don't like this Harley Quinn.
I think
I
she looks
don't.
good.
I don't. I mean, looks is one thing, but does it feel like a good Harlequin?
Once I see in the movie, maybe I like her, but like right now with the normal voice and everything, I don't know if I like her.
What they should do is have, you know, first let's see how she does in the Suicide Squad movie, and if people are positive about her, or you know they like her out, acting and all that character and stuff, then announce a Harley Quinn movie.
I don't think people care about her acting.
Do you think people just want to watch it? They're like ready for a Harlequin movie. That's why they put it out there.
I don't know. We'll
I
see.
just hope they're not trying to bank on like sex appeal being like the main driver, because if that's the case and the movie sucks, they're in for a really bad.
I think they're trying to
surprise.
bank on her being the most anticipated character in the Suicide Squad movie.
Well, probably Joker will be in it, so you know he's gonna
Oh,
have to be
God.
made.
This new Joker sucks.
We'll see.
I don't know if
He's
it
a
doesn't
he's
look
a-
good, but I'm
he's a-
not gonna
If
say
this
it
new
sucks when the
Joker is
movie
Jason
comes out.
Todd, I'm going to be on board with this new Joker.
He's a good actor, guys. He's a good actor. Let's see
Who?
what happens.
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto's
Yeah.
been active, but the Joker they created.
We'll
is
see.
Superman's
We'll
mom
see.
was also Batman's mom.
I've never been a fan of anything Jared Leto's
Somehow.
ever done.
Only 30 Seconds to Mars, right?
If this
I
new
didn't like
Joker
him.
is actually the Joker, I'm going to be pissed. Because the regular Joker doesn't get all these
Probably
going
gonna
to
be the actual Joker.
I'm gonna be so
I don't want- I
disappointed.
don't wanna
Just,
break
they're
your
just
heart,
trying to
Will.
modernize.
What-
it, and
what do you-
It's just,
I
it's
think-
backfiring.
I think Harlequin's movie is put out there to increase maybe the stock they have with Harlequin. Say, look, we're going to put a movie out with her. There's going to be more. There's going to be movies with her. People love her. She's going to be great. But if you don't know how she's going to act in this movie, how do you put that out?
Well, see, they already have seen what she's done, so
Yeah.
maybe it's quite apparent that she's gonna be the hit of the movie. They can already tell.
Got it.
So let's
Right.
get it set up
Got
and
it.
Right.
get into it.
Anything. I hope Will Smith doesn't bomb in this movie, but he's probably going to bomb this movie.
Well, I heard apparently he's read every single comic about Deadshot. That he spent 8 months just reading straight comics. So it seems he's pretty invested.
Don't read- don't remember-
That's just spin.
We're not watching this movie.
They always talk about, like, I've always been a fan of this. I've been honored to get this role.
Well, no,
That's
he's already stated he didn't know anything about it.
He's
And
full
so
of
for the
shit.
role, I mean, he always wanted to be a hero or some kind of like.
He's been a hero.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, but he didn't do that well with it.
Hancock.
So
Oh,
it's
Hancock.
just like a second chance, basically.
Hancock.
he was a hero. He saved
Hancock was good.
he saved the Earth from aliens.
Yeah,
I
but
Men
he
in
did,
Black.
but he bombed though.
And Independence Day.
He's always the hero. He's always
All
the
right,
hero.
so he
true,
wants
that's
to
all
be
he
a
is.
supervillain.
If he wanted to be a hero, he could have been in Independence Day 2.
That's
Let's
true.
be a popular one.
Exactly.
Exactly. That is a good
Fucking
one.
Suicide Squad
This
shit.
seems like we're bashing
Continue.
Will Smith. All right. So Wolverine 3 is coming out next year, I think, right?
Yeah.
And it's already started filming. What's his name? The writer Simon Kinberg announced in an interview that Wolverine 3 will be rated R.
Ooh.
This is probably due to the success of Deadpool,
So that means we're gonna see some.
and it looks like
Finally, somebody gets stabbed to death.
well, everybody. If you guys saw the Wolverine, everybody's getting stabbed and there was blood. But anyways,
Not a lot, though.
Did you just say Hugh Jackman penis?
I did. They've been teasing it forever.
Oh god.
Finally get to see
And
it.
apparently, this is going to be his last movie as Wolverine, right?
Until they give
So-
him more money.
the story is going to be they're leaning towards Old Man Logan.
What's that?
It's a
Old Man
comic-
Logan.
It's a comic.
Old man penis.
Isn't Old Man Logan about?
Everybody's
Gonna
old.
be at the
Everybody's old.
24-hour
Everyone's
fitness
old, right?
gym,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
walking around the locker room.
It's like everyone's moved on and Wolverine's still like kind of semi-young. Everyone's
Yeah.
old.
But didn't we see him in the future in Days of Futures Past?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this,
He still wasn't old.
they're just Fox is going all over the place.
I think they're gonna go all out. You know, this is the last one he's gonna do. Let's make it hard R. You know, they saw
Hard
the
R.
success of Deadpool. You know, that's the highest grossing film
Hard R.
at this point right now.
I think it's cool, but I think if you use Deadpool as your main mistake, one thing you can do is make a mistake is go ahead and go with Deadpool as your formula for success in every movie you're going to put out, because Deadpool is popular because of that style. Because rated R says weird stuff, does weird jokes, but if you translate,
It works for the character.
But if you put it out for like Wolverine, and if you're going to try to do stuff like that, it's not going to be. It's going to be. It takes away from Wolverine.
But they're not. They're not
they're
gonna
not gonna-
replicate Deadpool style.
No, I
That's
know.
a comedy. What Deadpool did for them was like, we can have an action movie that's gonna gross this much money again.
With rated R.
Because they used to be able to do that, like The Matrix. Those are all R. But then they stopped making money. The third one was like a bomb for what they invested. And then all these PG-13 movies came and started making
Right.
all this money.
But-
and it's been a while since we've had an R-rated movie that made a lot of money.
Yes.
So people thought
What I'm worried
about.
what I'm more worried about is them trying to replicate that style where it's a whole bunch of bad language, a whole bunch of. I understand it's going to be a bunch of gore.
It's just
That's
gonna be
probably
gore,
what it's going to
yeah.
be.
It's not gonna.
Gore.
Wolverine is not gonna use that kind of. He's gonna use fuck, shit, and stuff like that. It's gonna be part of the character. They're not gonna make it out of character.
I know.
for
But
him.
I'm just saying. I hope they don't. I'm
They
just saying. I
won't.
hope
They won't.
Well,
They
we don't
won't. Did you see the Wolverine?
know. Yes.
Yeah,
I actually like that movie.
It was
That was a
not
good one.
bad.
It was
He
good.
says fuck like 3 times, shit, and it's all part of the character. That's what they're gonna do. It's not gonna go towards anything remotely close to Deadpool.
I know that the
They're just gonna use R.
the movie industry took away rated R for a lot of the movies out there because they were just not making money because teenagers were not going.
Yeah, now it is
And
though. see?
now they are.
Yeah.
Well, it's more our generation. I'm saying like the 25 to 30, the 20 to 30s. They're willing to go see a movie rated R, no problem. The teenagers don't have an issue. Teenagers are not the big segment anymore. It's 20s,
I think everybody
30s.
forgot how appealing rated R can be to kids too.
Yeah, when I saw Deadpool, there was a bunch of kids in there. So I mean,
Ooh.
even
Like
the adults were
Terminator
taking
when
them
it came out was
silly.
rated R. Everybody loved Terminator and stuff.
Uncle, did you
when they were
buy them
too
the
young.
tickets?
Did I? What?
Did you buy them their tickets?
No,
Uncle probably still gets carded too going to rated R movies.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Kids still go. Parents still take their kids to R-rated movies, and I think the studios like to blame that the families don't want to go to R-rated movies when they just started making bad R-rated movies. But then once they start making good ones again, people will start going.
So like the Terminator, what was the middle one? Salvation. That's
Ooh.
Terminator is known for an art in the rating R, right? R
The
rating.
last one was PG.
Terminator
the
3
last-
started the PG-13.
Terminator 3 was rated R still.
Was it?
Yeah, I had to take. My mom had to get us in. I was like 15 at the time.
Ooh.
So they did that with
That was
Salvation.
a bad memory. No bad memory. Mom had to take me to Terminator.
No, it's
3.
okay. It took me. It was my birthday. Took my
Okay.
4 friends. Everybody got nachos and everything. Spent like $100
Ooh,
bucks.
nice
Oh
day.
damn!
Yeah, it
And
was
then
cool.
you're greatly disappointed.
No, I enjoyed it.
Thanks for the invite.
Anyway,
no. But anyway, keep going.
Salvation and Genesis, they went to PG-13 because
And it was
studios
bad.
think they were bad, yeah, and
like
they think they're
Salvation.
gonna make more money, but it made less actually. But see, anyways, I think Wolverine will do good. If they stay in the character of what he is, use the gore. It's not gonna be anything like Deadpool. It's just gonna have that space or what do you call luxury of using blood and gore
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
It fits the character.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
As long as it builds on it and doesn't take away from it, we're okay.
All right, next, last but not least, and I'm very, very excited about this news.
Oh my god, he added it.
Daniel fucking Craig has declined.
That's not confirmed. He's still in talks.
It's actually not confirmed. Yeah,
I read he's still in talks.
It's still
I
in
am
talks.
happy. Who cares?
They're offering him 100
They
million
offered
to do
him
2 more.
70 million pounds, $100 million for 2 more movies.
Get rid of him.
Daniel
You're just gonna
Craig.
be even more disappointed
Get
when
rid
he
of him.
says, "Okay, one more movie."
Dude, there's no way he's gonna decline it. He's gonna make a. He's
they're
gonna
gonna
make
give
a
him-
big deal.
They're gonna give him like 120.
What else
million.
is he gonna do?
So what do you want to see? Who do you want to see, guys, as your 007? You want to go round robin?
Yeah, go for it.
Round robin?
Ryan.
Here, I'll start.
Go with Uncle.
Ooh, Encore go.
I really like, and I'm not gay. I like women.
Okay, well,
Okay, thank you.
we
Yeah,
have
the
to
right-
anything.
He's a good-looking guy, and I think he'll be a perfect Bond. He's British. Henry Cavill, Superman.
Oh, yeah, because what movie did he do recently?
Superman.
no, the
Batman
spy
versus-
He did a spy
spy
one. He
one.
was pretty good at it.
Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
He's pretty. He looks good, guys. He's young, 32. He can do that movie. He can be Bond
He's
for
a
15 more
young
years.
Bond.
He'd be perfect. And he's already playing Superman, but why not play somebody? We got Han Solo and Indiana Jones, right? Harrison Ford. So he can play two big characters and icons in cinema history, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I think there are some bets out there that number one was Tom Hiddleston, Loki from Avengers, Marvel movies.
Nah,
Goofy motherfucker.
too goofy.
It's too good.
He would
Pretty
be.
boy.
He'd have to put on some muscle.
He
Yeah.
is
Like some
actually in
age
shape,
on his
guys.
face.
Yeah.
He's-
So if you guys didn't know, he tried out for Thor. So he did put on muscle. He works out. You just don't see it because he doesn't take his
He
shirt off all
tried
the
out
time.
for Thor, so they threw him as the wacky brother.
So the guy's in shape. He's British. He's blue-eyed blonde. So if they keep that trend with stupid Daniel Craig, but people are backing him.
What do you want? An Indian James Bond?
No,
Okay, so who's next?
I'm not. I
What
keep
about
it
a woman,
white.
James Bond?
Jeff, you're next.
Clockwise.
Jeff, what do you think? Who do you want as your next Bond?
I like to see this as somebody who nobody knows, a no-namer, but I think Michael Fassbender would be cool.
What is up with Michael Fassbender?
He's a good actor,
I've always liked him. He's cool.
but
But
Looks like a
why-
man.
Why him?
he's Irish.
I don't care about Irish.
He's Irish and
He's
German.
Irish.
I thought it was German too.
I think you
so.
should
Don't
stick.
they have
with-
to be English? Isn't always an English
No,
actor?
Pierce
No, it
Brosnan
just-
wasn't.
There was an Australian. There was an
Pierce
Irish.
Brosnan is English.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
He's
He's
Irish.
Irish.
He's
I thought they always had English
No,
actors.
no.
What's
One
his
was
name?
Australian.
What, Sean Connery's what? Scottish?
Sean Connery Scottish. Pierce Brosnan is Irish. One
Did
of
not know that.
the
Roger
only
Moore,
English. Roger Moore is the
George
only
Lazenby.
English.
Roger Moore's English.
One of the only
Daniel
English
Craig.
ones.
I think you should keep him British. Let's keep him British. Yeah,
Lazenby is Australian.
Lazenby was Australian.
But let's who's
Michael
next?
Fassbender. Ryan, who do you think? Who do you want?
I have like a complete unknown. I think we need to stop giving these big parts, the big
Yeah.
known people. Is get somebody new
Sure.
that fits the part. Then you don't have to waste half your budget on spending this actor.
Exactly.
Just make it happen.
That sounds
But-
interesting.
If I do have to pick a well-known actor, I'm gonna go with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman.
Oh no.
Oh,
He looks good
he's
in a
Australian.
suit. He looks
now.
good in a suit.
Come on,
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be
So he'll-
he's
interesting.
a smooth guy.
Oh, so
But nobody could see him as James Bond after seeing for Wolverine for
No.
so many
If
years.
he knocks it out of the park, we'll see it.
The name's
What
Logan.
was that one movie? Kate and Leopold or something? Leopold?
Kate Leopold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
I
he
didn't
can
see
do
it, but-
if he can do Les Miserables and sing, and nobody cared about that, and he did well in that, he can do this.
Because nobody cared about that.
Did you guys-
People cared. I want to.
Nobody cared about that.
Did you guys see Pierce Brosnan singing Mamma Mia?
Oh
That's
man,
the
that
fucking
was-
cringiest
that's
thing.
terrible,
in
yeah.
the- oh my god.
My dad would replay that 100 times for my little sisters, and I just wanted to smash my face into the wall.
I like Pierce
Like,
Brosnan.
why is James Bond
Pierce
singing?
Brosnan's not Bond.
Pierce Brosnan's pretty old.
I think he's one of the best Bonds, but he's
He
got
was-
placed in really shitty movies.
Yeah, you got
GoldenEye
screwed
was
after that.
good. Tomorrow Never Dies was good. Tomorrow Never Dies.
He
Miss
did
Doubtfire
that.
was
What's
the
that
best
one that he
movie.
did?
World Was Not Enough is good.
There was one movie he
Truth.
did that wasn't in it. I forget
Die
what.
Another Day.
No. He wasn't Bond. He was like a paint
Remington
thief.
Steele. Oh, Thomas Crown.
Thomas Crown Affair. That movie was good. If I would choose 007, I'm going straight up some black guy. So it's gonna be Idris Elba for me.
He's too old, man.
He can do it though. He looks good in a suit.
Yeah, but I don't think the world is
Dude,
ready.
he would be a bulldog of a 007.
He's gonna be a
You would
silver
bust
fox.
doors down.
Who is this?
Idris Elba,
I don't know who that
the
is.
guy from what's that movie with the big robots that we just had recently, like 2 years ago?
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim. He's the guy that helps
Remember that general?
the general, the big.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You
yeah,
remember?
yeah,
British.
You
yeah.
remember Thor, the
got it.
gatekeeper?
Yeah.
him?
That's
Yeah.
I
him.
know what that guy's, but why does everybody want that guy to be Bond?
Oh, he's so
He's
cool.
cool.
see
I
it.
like it. I think I don't know about Bond, but I think
if
he's
you
a cool
watch,
guy.
if you
If he was
watch,
younger,
if you
guys.
watch the show Luther,
Yeah,
you'll know
he's good in
why.
it, yeah.
Hey, how about that strut and Luther though? That walk he has.
Oh, dude, I know. It's just yeah.
If he was a little bit younger, I would go for him. But he's getting old, so we might get one or two movies out of him.
Oh, you know who'd be good? the guy from Lost and from Quantum Break. That black guy with the yellow eyes is also in Fringe. That guy's got a smooth voice.
The guy that was in Quantum Break.
He's like, I'm Bond.
Oh, that guy's
so
not British
good.
though.
Who?
Don't that be British?
Oh, I know.
I would pick Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Seriously.
I want to see him try it. That'd be hilarious.
He already got to be the Green Hornet. It was
The
terrible.
first weed bomb.
He lost.
I forgot he was a Green Hornet.
The movie was so dumb.
Was that movie worse than
I was actually looking forward to that
Ryan
movie because
Reynolds'
I love the Green
Green
Hornet.
Lantern?
It's Lance Reddick is the guy you're talking about, Ryan.
Yeah, that guy should be. But no, Green Lantern was way worse.
No, if I had to pick an actual, I forgot what the guy's name is, but he plays in what's that white collar, white collar? I
The
think
TV
it is?
show?
Yeah, the TV
Love
show.
that show.
What's the main character's name? The one who goes
Nate? I think it's,
No, he's the one who's
con man or
the con man.
or the FBI guy.
No, not
You want
the
the con man
FBI.
to be the
Yeah,
James
he would be a
Bond?
smooth James Bond.
He's a pretty boy. Yeah.
So
he was in
Will-
Chuck too. He was the guy in Chuck that came back. He's
It would make a good Bond, I think.
All
too
right.
young too.
Who's
He
Will
looks like
want?
he's too young.
Will, who would you pick?
Daisy Ridley, first Jamie Bond.
The controversial choice.
All right.
Come on, Encore, you're so excited for that
She's
one.
got the teeth for it.
Come on, Encore.
We'll move to the
I'll
next
vote for my
topic.
wallet with that one.
All right.
I like her teeth.
Number one topic of the week, guys. Uncharted 4. Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
a song?
Yeah, we're gonna get sued for
It
that.
It was a little, it was a little high and flat, but it's okay.
We'll get through to
So we actually finished it. Just
Like that.
Ryan, Will, and I?
Yep, 3 of us finished it.
All right, so
Ooh.
we're gonna do a spoiler-free talk about this, or what are we doing?
No, we're gonna spoil just because you spoiled the rope for me.
I spoiled what?
The rope, and then the house.
We told Will
You told me about the house.
Oh, yeah, what house was he talking about? Just his house?
Talking about the very beginning.
Encore is
The
trying
house.
to allude to us getting to play as Crash Bandicoot.
Did he tell you about the turtle?
That was so stupid.
You didn't even have to explore. You told us explore the house, guys. Explore the house. You don't even have to explore the house to play Crash
It
Bandicoot.
was a pretty house, all right? all right. So this is
Yeah.
Naughty Dog's final Uncharted game.
Mhm.
It looks like it. Neil Bruckman, is it?
Neil Druckmann?
Druckmann and the other guy. I don't know his
I don't
name.
know the other guy's name.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so they took over from Amy. What's her name?
Amy Hennig.
Hennig. She was the creative director of Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. She left after, she got fired, right? She got let go.
Yeah, they never said what happened, but it was pretty clear that she got
So
involuntarily removed from
She
the
got
project.
a very heartfelt goodbye at the credits, though.
Her name was Amy Henning.
okay. So she's currently developing a game, Star Wars game, at another studio. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
That's
a
what I heard.
visceral.
I mean, she's gonna do good. Anyways, they let her go. These guys, Neil Druckmann, and the other guy,
They cleaned house.
they Last of Us guys, and they actually worked on the other Uncharted. I forget what they did. Maybe they worked on the story or something like
they
that.
wrote and directed Uncharted 2.
Yeah. So these guys took over, and we got Uncharted for Thief's End. What do you guys think about it?
It's great.
Oh my god!
Best Uncharted, hands down.
From what
More
I
than 2.
I agree.
Oh.
Yeah, better than 2.
I've played 2 at least 8 times, but
Jesus
my
Christ.
first impression on this
8
one is
times.
it's better.
Wow.
But I think Uncharted 2 is a perfect game, and I've played it 8 times. So I don't know if this is going to hold up on multiple playthroughs, but based on my first one,
8
it's-
I think
times?
the difference
that game's
is
fantastic.
well,
Did you leave your house?
2 is like
The game came out like 8 years ago. It's once per year.
2 is like nonstop action though. This is like
God.
a
Yeah.
grown up Uncharted.
I really liked it. From what I played so far, I think the graphics and the gameplay, it just sucked me in. I never ever played a game where I just turned it on and it said, "All right, I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep." Not because someone else was forcing me to stay up, but because I wanted to stay up.
surprised you don't hate it because I saw you online at 2 a.m.
I was on until 4:30.
But he was accomplishing something.
That's that Destiny time right there.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing: Destiny, I played with people.
Okay,
because I
no
wanted to.
Destiny
No
talk.
Destiny.
Is okay.
No.
It's too much. We're gonna be on it for like an hour.
Destiny
Destiny.
will be inputted into these podcasts every time.
About the graphics, was anybody instantly like I was underwhelmed by the graphics when I first started it, but as I went through the game, it just looked better and better and better. But when it first started, I was like, this doesn't look much better than Uncharted 3.
I think it-
Remastered.
When
I
you're
think
in
it
the,
looked great.
When you're in the jungles, it kind of looks bad. Kind of like more like the
Those
original
views,
Uncharted.
though. Whoa.
That's
Yeah,
when it
the,
looked
the
best.
views are
Yeah.
great.
Was I the only one that stopped and looked at the views?
I,
Yeah.
looked-
I did
chance
too.
I got it.
The views are awesome.
That
Oh
Rome
my
view, I
God.
remember they're in Rome. That's beautiful.
But then
to
there's
see.
other parts where you look at the shadows and you actually have better shadows in Uncharted 3. The
looking at
textures are
shadows?
definitely.
I thought it looked fantastic.
I'm just saying,
It's just-
the effects.
No, I did think the views were really good. I thought the game, like all the
You obviously would never even care about the little details on core if you don't care about shadows. Shadows are like the most annoying thing.
Look, that game is so beautiful. You cannot look at every little thing,
I had
and you're running through
you
it half
can't
the
look
time.
at even
It
I
adds
look at
up
all
to a
little
big
things.
picture on core.
Nobody
game-
pays
the game-
attention.
the game-
Nobody
the
pays
game's-
attention. It looks beautiful though.
the game's textures,
The texture's a lot better
Yeah,
than
a lot better.
PS3 could ever get.
And the games, like the skins on all the items and everything looked really pretty. The gameplay felt fun. Honestly, I don't know what to say other than I really love this game so far, and I didn't expect for it to be better than the last 3. I thought maybe it would be on par, or whatever. I didn't think it would be better. Sometimes you expect more, but I expected more and I got more, so I liked it so far.
Yeah, I think their attention to the smallest details and the way they structured the plot. Like, it starts off slower, but it starts off slower for a reason. It builds up and gives everyone a reason to be doing what they're doing. Like, they took the time to set up a reason for Nate to actually go back out and go on another treasure hunt, as opposed to just him wanting to go. They had to like think of something to influence him to go, and it was a really compelling reason.
So we can talk about that. It was in the trailer, so it's no spoiler. They introduced Drake's brother. Do you think it was forced in, or was it, did it work for the story?
I think
Sorry, go ahead.
he was definitely created just for them to have a reason to make this game. Like, there was never a mention of him before, but they made it work. They took the time to introduce him. They developed the relationship between Nate and Sam, and I really think it paid off throughout.
And they
the
gave
whole
a
game.
reason why he never mentioned him.
Yeah, so like, sometimes like, oh, you just had a brother all along, so it was a good move how they introduced him, right?
But they also gave you a different dynamic while you played the game, right? It felt a little different, felt less alone and weird. There was like somebody near you at all times. It was pretty fun.
Can we talk about the gameplay additions? So we got the rope.
The
which
rope's
is a
amazing.
new
Love
addition,
the rope.
but it added some variety to the gameplay, and I liked it. But it also made some things not make sense. Like, it made it feel like more like Indiana Jones too. But it made some things not make sense. Like, there's a point in the game where the rest of your party has to get over a wall with you, and you have here a rope that you could clearly throw down to them.
Yeah,
You
there's
gotta
a
go
lot.
drop down a box.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of times
You're
where
on your
you have
own.
the rope, and I like a real person playing the game. You're like, why don't you use your fucking rope that you have in your pocket? But then you won't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have the little peg.
Oh, the
I
peg
thought-
was so
I thought-
cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool,
That was
too.
wrote in very well, and I don't have any complaints about
I
that.
think it was badass jumping off a cliff and seeing the peg board that you stab into 100 feet down, and then you see the streak mark that it laid, and you
yeah,
hear
when
him,
you run to the wall.
you hear him like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
fuck,
I
fuck.
love
Did,
that.
did anybody see the graphics when you moved around and slid in the rocks?
Those are kind of bad.
Oh no,
those-
there are some really good details. Like, remember when you're in that really old place and there's dust all over the shelves, and you get on
Yeah.
the shelf and there's footprints.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See, there's like a lot of textural things that they did.
they do
but-
vanish fast though.
Yeah, they do vanish fast. But when you look at the rock slide, sometimes if you shoot at it, you'll see all these individual rocks move and slide in unison, and that takes work to do. And that little like intricate details that I saw in the game, it made me like it even more.
New gameplay element though, the winch.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
the winch
really
was-
like the way they wrote that in with, why'd you get the winch? It's overpriced. I don't know why you bought it.
I like how you
It
use the
reminded
winch,
me
and,
of
and you
Encore.
actually have to go around the tree to,
Yeah,
to
the
lock up
physics
the
are
winch.
there.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I like that a lot.
And you had to do that with the rope too, right? You had to go around stuff.
No,
with
you
the
had
rope.
to do that at the very beginning when you're diving. You have
Right,
to-
yeah, with a little
Yeah,
like
similar
winch
to the
thing.
winch.
There's
Yeah.
a couple of points we had to do it. It was really cool. Reminded me of Jurassic Park.
It did, yeah. It did. That whole island reminded me of Jurassic Park. It was really cool.
I love
where we were at.
Madagascar. That place was probably my favorite in the entire game.
I love the whole
Madagascar.
island. It reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean the whole
I
time.
fucking loved it. All the views were amazing that game.
Yeah.
So.
Did chapter 13 and 14 though, the platforms, like I was saying, it just felt started feeling like Uncharted 1, where it was a little artificial with the platforming.
I think the
I don't remember this.
too
Chapter
much.
13 and 14.
I don't remember.
Well, we'll
it.
talk about it. Don't
Specifically.
talk about it too much because you don't want to break it open for people. But
The only problem I have with the Uncharted games is just the combat. It's just it's boring.
I liked it in this. I've always
I
liked
like-
the combat.
I
don't know
always-
why I don't
This
get
one
that
was better than
complaint.
the other ones because you could
I don't know
do the
why-
stealth element more, and if you wanted to, you could just completely bypass
In Last of
entire
Us,
fights.
could you parry with
No.
triangle? Because I
No.
kept trying to parry with triangle, and it's like, why didn't it not working?
Uncharted 3, you could parry. They
that-
introduced that.
I don't know why I was confused. It was like punch, and then I can't parry. He keeps punching me no matter what.
I don't-
you
I
just-
felt
Useless
like
parry.
certain things were meant to not be able to be parried.
Oh, of course, like that one girl. Yeah,
Well,
Ooh, and the buddy takedown, and when you're
That
fighting
was
in the
cool.
prison.
those are cool.
When I first saw the buddy takedown, I was like, "Woo!"
Yeah.
That was so awesome.
And that's cool because it brought in like that element where you're not playing alone. That guy that your brother or whoever's with you, Sam is with you the whole time.
And
it felt fun because there would be little side comments, and it felt like you were never alone. And when you were alone, it felt like you were alone. I mean, it felt good.
They introduced it. It's my camera. They introduced it where you can climb over the person that you're with.
Oh, that was
next
cool
to.
too.
Yeah. It was a little weird. They introduced it like the chapter where you're doing James Bond stuff. And later when you're doing it, when you're with Elena, it's even weirder. I was like sitting there on her shoulders, and it was like this little girl you're just hanging there off the middle of a cliff. It was a little awkward.
You could also take cover behind your partners.
It feels like they reused a lot of the assets from Last of Us when it comes to climbing over things and taking cover.
Well, I think that comes from the directors, right? The creative directors. And
no, like I'm just saying they took the code for having a partner.
Some good and bad about the partners is sometimes it's just like, dude, like why are you even here in the gun battles? Because they don't do shit sometimes. Then other times, if I wanted to be stealth, like he would duck down with me. And I remember playing in Last of Us and other games and stuff where you have a type of partner. They always get fucking seen. They don't do anything. They get in the way. But in this one, if you want to duck in the grass, they'll duck with you. If you want to attack, they'll find their own coverage. You don't have to really worry about them. But a lot of times they don't fucking do anything.
But did you see them when they were ducking with you? They would move, they would run around and they would get spotted. And you didn't get caught.
Yeah, it's like Last of Us happened with LA too.
Has anybody seen like a weird thing where you would be, let's say you throw a rope and you swing and you turn around real quick and you'll see your buddy like blur
like
through.
Dash, yeah, they dash real quick.
They're like blurring through behind you.
Yeah, I saw that too.
There's a really annoying something that really annoyed me is Sam in chapter 13-14. You had to get a trophy. You can't kill anybody.
I got that trophy.
It's one of the sneaking trophies. I got spotted like one time right when it was near the end of one of the encounters, and he killed somebody. I was like, "Damn it, Sam!" I still tried it. I didn't get
there were a couple parts I was being stealth, and
I got it too.
And there were a couple guys, and Sam he would say to me, "Hey, you take the guy on the left, I'll take the guy on the right," and then we both attack at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, there are some parts like when Elena got some people when I was on Brutal. I was like, "Oh, thank you, thank God you got that guy." It's so annoying, but it was very random when they would get anybody.
There's no fucking way Elena could take down anybody in real life.
She's badass.
She's not. Come on.
She's
been
on a lot of adventures.
She can climb on those walls.
These are trained mercenaries, and Elena's this pencil pusher. Yeah, okay.
So,
but anyway,
you guys think The Last of Us influenced the game?
Definitely,
obviously, yeah, very much so.
In a good way.
Yeah, they just took a lot of the more mature storytelling methods they took from Last of Us and applied it to Uncharted, but it still has that fun, pulpy adventure of Uncharted. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's more mature for sure.
It didn't make it any less more action-oriented. It just added gameplay variety there, I think. In fact, like one of my favorite action scenes, it felt even more like Indiana Jones. Like, you know, the action scene where Indiana Jones gets on the truck and then he goes underneath and he climbs to the back. And that one action scene where you're doing the same thing with the rope, you're being dragged, reminded me just of that.
That was so awesome. I love that so much.
That was one of my favorite action scenes.
Is that the biggest? That's so okay. Uncharted 1, I don't remember the biggest action piece. The second one, what was the biggest action?
Probably
beginning, the train in the beginning, and the third one was another train, right?
The third one was the plane.
The plane, yeah.
It's either the plane or the part where you're on the horses and you chase after all the trucks.
Right. So the fourth one, this is the biggest.
I think that was probably the biggest.
That one felt like you were there. You felt rushed. You felt like, oh shit, dude! Like I gotta get this done because not only, I mean, I saw a lot of that before I even played the game. But you're chasing after Sam.
Oh, my favorite trophy. Do you remember why did the volume get louder?
What alarm?
My favorite trophy. Do you remember the E3 demo when they showed the Jeep the first time?
I think so.
They had a technical difficulty in the very beginning, and it just showed Nathan Drake sitting there, not doing nothing, just looking around, and because they're having a problem with the controller. So one of the trophies is as soon as that scene starts, you don't do anything, you don't touch anything for 30 seconds, and then you get the trophy technical difficulties.
Ooh, now I know how to get that trophy.
I'm sure you'd look it up. Can we give up on this cricket already and just talk?
I don't know.
All right, guys.
But I think my favorite scene in the whole game is one we can all talk about because we reached it. Was the dinner scene. That's my favorite scene in the game because that's when I was like, dialogue was so good, but all the animations and everything just made it feel like this is what PlayStation 4 is supposed to have been because they made that scene just sound so real. I loved it. It was so realistic.
I think that dinner scene threw me for a loop because actually I shouldn't even say that.
What dinner scene we were talking about between Elena and
We were
Yeah.
talking about
drink?
making the noodles and
Oh yeah, I like that. Well, and then the game that was awesome.
And
Yeah.
the game was the
I don't know what it was.
playing Crash
I
Bandicoot.
think
was
that's
probably
why I
my
had the
favorite part
Crash
of
shirt
it.
on at PSX is because of that game being in there.
Maybe, but just the whole dynamic between them as a relationship, it felt so real. It just felt like a couple having dinner.
I agree, and all the dialogue.
yeah, a couple
when
that
you're
doesn't
playing the game.
actually love each other having dinner.
It was so good.
It felt real.
The writing and just the animation and seeing how they just like eat and how they react to each other.
Did
was
anybody
so
else
good.
think that the animations between like cutscenes and gameplay was really flawless?
Yeah.
They did a fantastic
Yeah.
job.
My second time around, I started to notice the differences, but for the most part, especially the first time through, yeah, I can't even tell.
Well, you can
Like-
you can still notice little things, but yeah.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Like when they had the cutscene and it slowly, 360s into your actual character. It's awesome, seamless, very seamless and awesome. It looked good.
And once you stop having the cutscenes and start skipping them, you realize how long the load screens are. They took for fucking
Yeah,
ever.
because they hide the load screens behind the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So you guys, are you guys happy with this being the final Uncharted game? Do you want to
Yes.
see Uncharted 5? Do
No.
you want them to keep going?
No.
Naughty Dog's already said that they're not going to make another Uncharted game.
The way this ended, I'm happy with it.
I'm happy.
I think they could probably do something.
The guys that
future
They
finished
wanted
it.
to, they
So,
could, but I'm
the-
good.
The guys that finished it, you say it's good. Then
yeah,
it's
it was good.
Yeah.
Well, I think the ending could have been better, but yeah, I liked it. It was good.
I love the ending. Personally, I was very satisfied.
Yeah, I'm not
Seems
going to
like
say
Jeff
anything.
might be
I might say
getting
whatever I
nitpicky.
say, I might spoil it, so I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, I hope Encore likes it. Let's see.
Well, I've been an Uncharted fan since the first one came out.
I know.
I bought that shit the first day, so I don't care whatever ending they have. I'm a fanboy. I'll love whatever they do with it. And
I've never
worried
met
that-
someone that liked Uncharted more than Encore.
I'm worried that Encore might not like the ending.
I think Encore's gonna love the ending.
I like I said, it's Uncharted. I love it. I think the franchise has a little bit fatigue, so I'm kind of happy it's ending. Kind of sad it's ending too, because I love this franchise a lot. It's just something I like about games. I'm getting a little emotional.
I know you're
too.
getting a little
Wow.
choked up over there. Wow.
It's okay. It's okay, Encore. I cried at
So-
her ending.
What is this salty discharge coming from your eyes? Jesus.
Encore
So-
has a heart.
Encore's
Wow.
broken.
So like I said, it's repeating its fourth time around. It's repeating a lot. Like I said, there's franchise fatigue, but I think it's good. I don't want to see a fifth one because if Naughty Dog's not doing it, I don't want to see it at
Yeah.
all.
But we are getting a one story DLC.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I don't know. I think it'll be a prequel.
They should just leave it. I think.
It should be an
I would-
The
Elena.
way I
should be
said,
silly.
the way I said it might continue on. If anybody commented on that, I think that would be what the DLC is.
Oh no.
I think what it will be is Elena exclusive.
I want that shit.
No.
I want to play
Play as
Sully,
Elena
man.
only.
Sully's gonna get a badass
I want
life.
a
Exclusive
prequel
vagina action?
solely.
No, you'll be
Yeah.
Elena, and you'll
looked
be
rad.
traveling and doing that book she's writing.
So did you go in her house in the first one? In the what was it first? second chapter?
prediction, Zoyo.
In the beginning, did you look at Did you go look around the house? Her
Yeah,
room?
I saw the book,
Yeah.
the Cambodia book,
All right.
and
So
and
after this
other
and
stuff.
Ratchet and Clank, have we finally reached a steady flow of first-party exclusive PS4 exclusives?
What?
Is this like
What did
the
you say?
pinnacle of the PS4? Is it? What do you think? Is it the best game out there right now?
Best looking game, yeah.
I think it's the
Best
best looking
looking
game, and I think that's the best console game right now for a just
For
single
a
player.
PlayStation exclusive, I
Yeah.
think best one. Yeah.
Single player console game.
I have a feeling Horizon's gonna overtake it.
Yeah, I think it's the best thing out there right now for PlayStation 4, and I think PlayStation 4
Don't
is
be
finally,
such a fanboy. Something can overtake something else.
I think we finally reached the point where we're finally going to start getting all of our Sony first-party exclusives for this. We're going to get one like every 6 months, and they're just going to keep on coming. We're not going to be wondering where all these games are now. I think we've hit the
Cool
PlayStation
beans.
We hit its stride now.
What do you
so
rate
it's
it?
4. We're in.
Will, what are you
What are
rating?
you rating it? Encore, you go first.
He hasn't finished
Well, I
it
haven't
yet.
finished it.
Oh.
Review in progress. What do you got?
8.8.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Jeff.
9.
9.5.
I give it a 9.
Will.
9.5.
Ooh.
All right. So next topic.
We were.
We were gonna talk about this movie called Hush. It was a Netflix
fuck
horror
that
movie.
movie.
So much hate in that.
We all hate it.
Let's be honest. Some of us just didn't really watch it, I guess, or
I watched it.
5 minutes of
I
it.
fell
I
asleep.
watched it. Thought it was stupid.
Fell asleep. Woke up.
So-
Watched some more. Fell asleep.
Couldn't relate to the character at all. Thought the bad guy was goofy and
let's not talk about it then. So
Yeah.
let's talk
Yeah.
about a game that everybody loved this year. It's the #1 movie of the year at this point.
It was the #1 movie,
Deadpool.
Deadpool. All right. So, what everybody think? Of course, say it.
It started the rated R craze, I guess. So this is why Wolverine's rated R. Deadpool, it's at I think $700, almost $800 million right now worldwide. Yeah. Ryan,
What's up?
tell me, what did you like? Give me a sentence. Rate it.
One sentence review.
Yeah.
Deadpool is a romping action comedy. What's it?
Whoa.
Romping.
It's like-
It's romping.
Deadpool is a romping action comedy for adults. That's
And
bad.
Do you give it a?
I give Deadpool a 9. I saw it twice in theaters, and it was equally as.
Oh, you saw it
entertaining as
twice?
that. Yeah, I saw it twice.
I was worried it
I
wouldn't
saw it
measure
twice,
up
too.
the second time around.
I liked it. I'm not ready to go out and buy it a Blu-ray, but I saw it twice in theaters, and it was just as good the second time. I had very low expectations for that movie. I thought it was going to be a mediocre X-Men type movie, but it was a lot of fun. I felt like the story was actually really good. I've cared for the characters, even though Wade Wilson might not be the most likable. They made him likable.
Sohail, what did you think about Deadpool?
I thought Deadpool was fun because it had the breaking the fourth wall was fun, just like the character does in the comics. I thought it was a very smart speaking. Smart speaking meaning the very quick-witted character that had a foul mouth, which was fun to watch.
What do you rate it?
I would give it an 8.
Did you? What were we trying to do? Vote. Speak. What was it? Speak with
You're
your
trying to
wallet.
say
Did it speak
one-
for your wallet.
Speak with
Oh.
our wallet. Oh, you mean vote with our wallets, right?
Yeah.
Would you vote for your wallet? With
Vote with
if
your
you vote for
wallet.
your
Vote
wallet,
with your
yeah.
wallet.
It's not,
for it?
It's not. I don't think it's vote with my wallet.
It is vote with your
what the
wallet.
I don't
fuck is
think
it
so.
then?
I
Vote
don't know.
with your wallet.
It's vote with your wallet.
What do you score it out of 10?
I said 8 out of 10.
Cool.
All right, Ryan.
Did I already do it? I said
Will.
9.
Will.
Yeah, Ryan already did it.
Will. What did you think?
Do I have to say a sentence?
No, just gonna give us a
whatever
rating
you
and
wanna
why.
Say.
A
Say
rating.
about it.
What do you want me to say?
Rating.
Did you like it?
I'm really glad it finally got through all the writing process and got made.
Development.
Yeah, development.
Yeah, I
happened.
know I had development problems, and we're really lucky this actually made it through because normally this kind of movie would never make all the way through, especially with all those X-Men movies and predictable writing they have. So I give it a 8.5 out of 10.
Ooh,
8.5. Jeff,
extra 5.
what did you think about Deadpool?
I liked it a lot. The comedy was good. The action was good. I fucking love. I've always been a fan of Ryan Reynolds. He's done some pretty terrible stuff, but
What I always say about Ryan Reynolds, Jeff.
okay, we have like a long-standing bet that he thinks he's probably, if anybody's gonna win, it's gonna be him. But he always said that Ryan Reynolds is gonna win an Oscar before The Rock, and I said no, that's not gonna happen.
It's coming.
Oh, I don't know. He's in Baywatch now, so we might. And he's gonna be. Shazam.
How is he gonna win anything with Baywatch?
You never know. He's working all the time.
think at this
guy's
point with
like
I'm not
Rock's
saying.
career
I'm not
right
saying
now,
he's
he's
not-
kinda done.
I don't say he's a bad actor. I don't say he's a.
I think the Rock's,
Non-hard worker?
At this point, Rock's kind of done.
The
like,
Rock
movie
is.
career.
Yeah, his.
He's bigger
Oh,
than ever,
yeah,
bro.
he's bigger than
His
ever.
movies make
He-
so much money.
Yeah,
Hercules
I don't make so
was-
much.
I don't say he doesn't.
He
make
himself
money.
is
He's-
bigger than
he's-
ever.
Yeah, he's bigger than ever.
He's a hard worker. He deserves the fame that he got, but I don't think he's gonna ever get like an Oscar
No,
unless
probably
he breaks
not. Probably
anything.
not.
He's gonna have a hard time getting a role that could potentially get him an Oscar.
All right.
Just a
So
big
I give
crybaby.
Deadpool 10 out of 10
Whoa! Perfect score.
because it is one of the greatest Marvel movies I've ever seen. It has. I have no flaws that I saw. The comedy was good. The action was good. They made fun of themselves. It was just a very fun movie through and through.
I too give
Awesome.
it not a 10, but I give it a 9.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I liked it on par with the Punisher, and I really fucking love the Punisher.
The first
movie.
one with Thomas Jane.
Yes.
Yes, I love that one.
The
I
taxi
did
cab
like the
driver.
other one too.
Taxi cab driver.
All right.
I heard a very interesting casting option for Cable. Does anyone want to hear?
Sure.
Ron Perlman.
That's weird.
Oh,
He's a little old.
Yeah.
He's
Isn't
really
Cable
old.
supposed
Cable's
to be old?
He's supposed to be
yeah.
old.
Cable's
Cable's like, yeah,
Cable's
bro,
supposed to
I can see it.
He's supposed to be old.
Guys,
It'd be
but he's
cool
not-
though
he's not
because
ancient.
I would be interesting.
Hey,
do you know that direct?
Old Hellboy as
That'd be badass.
Cable.
I just had something to
It'll
say.
grow on you. Just think about it. Just think about
No,
when you
I
lay
can
on
think
your
of.
pillow
I think
tonight.
you know who's better is that general from Avatar.
Ooh, I
He's
like him.
perfect. He's in shape. He looks like freaking Cable.
Didn't they? Sorry, off topic. They announced a Gambit movie, didn't they?
They did.
I thought they
Channing
scrapped it.
Tatum's supposed to be
Shannon Tatum. What a terrible choice.
Agreed.
That's a Fox choice.
Horrible actor.
Oh my God! Why wouldn't they choose a guy from Lost?
It's Fox.
Who,
What do you
Michael Fox?
expect?
Oh, that Taylor Kirsch guy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's such a perfect fit for
I thought he was really
already-
good too, or he looked like he would be a good
Who?
Gambit.
Wait, he already played
Josh Holloway.
Oh,
Oh, that's who it is.
All right. I liked Deadpool. I watched it twice. I liked it the second time much more. First time I didn't like it
Oh,
because
yeah, you didn't like it.
I didn't like it. It was okay. I didn't like how Colossus was portrayed. He looked really fake, but he worked. He grew on me the second time. He was like a little goody two shoe Captain America. You shouldn't say bad words and this and that.
You would rather how he
Stuff
was
like
in X-Men 2?
No, I'm just used to that
Hall
Colossus.
Monitor?
I'm used to him. So just this
Oh,
new guy I wasn't
God.
used to. It wasn't like. So I watched the second time. I liked it. I give it an 8.5.
Can we do a little off the cuff? What do you guys think about the new Apocalypse movie? Just think of what you would think about it.
he's talking about predictions.
I just want a prediction what you think it's going to be like.
It's going
What-
to be
I think
one
I'm
of the
gonna
worst
like it.
X-Men movies.
Whoa.
You think so? So Will says one of the worst X-Men movies. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna like it.
You think you're going to like it? Why?
Why? Because fucking Rotten Tomatoes are giving it 55%, and those guys suck dick. And yes,
Okay, so
Olivia
it's-
Munn is going to be
It's
hot,
already
though.
made 108 million worldwide so far.
I'm looking
apparently.
forward to seeing Olivia
she
Munn
doesn't
in it,
say
though.
anything.
in Brazil.
She has like 4
So Will
lines.
a
thinks
lot of money.
it's going to be one of the worst. Encore thinks he's going to like it. I think I'm going to like it because it can't be any worse than some of the other bullshit X-Men movies that have come out.
First class.
What do you think, Ryan?
I think I'm gonna have
X-Men
fun with it.
3.
I have low expectations, so I'm gonna go in there. I'll probably have a good time.
Cool.
I'm going to say that it's going to be bad, and it's not going to be on par with... It'll be a little bit better than Fantastic Four.
Which
Alright.
one?
It's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be bad.
I think the only thing people are having an issue with is just Colossal. Other than that, it seems
Colossus?
okay. Colossus.
You mean Apocalypse?
Apocalypse. Sorry,
Apocalypse.
The names are stuck in my head now.
Yeah,
You call
Apocalypse.
Yeah,
yourself-
Apocalypse is like
You call
just his
yourself a
look.
nerd.
The villain is really
Apocalypse.
important, and he looks terrible.
You call yourself a nerd.
The villain is the most
doesn't-
important part.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, and he just doesn't
No,
really look.
no talking
Who
shit.
cares how he looks?
No
It's-
talking shit on the acting.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the look is bad, and some of the graphics is 90s levels. It's like, come on with this fast forward
yeah,
shit.
A lot of people are saying the graphics are pretty bad, pretty bad. So
We'll see.
They say it's like 2004 type of movie. They say it's a movie, a superhero movie that came out in 2004.
I like old school.
So, but who get Apocalypse? He looks
Early
like
high
Ivan Ooze. He looks
school.
like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers. But actor is good, right? Mr. Poe Dameron. We'll see. It's a half. 50% people like it, 50% don't like it.
I'm excited.
All right. If you haven't seen Deadpool, see Deadpool. Everybody has gave it
Don't see Hush.
their vote of confidence, vote of
Yeah,
speak with your money.
Don't see.
Watch it.
Speak with your money. Oscar
Speak
Isaacs.
with your money. All right. Last topic. Willie's Secret Willie.
Ooh,
you have
Secret
one?
Willie of Will.
All right, so have
Show
you
it to me.
guys heard of or seen the Easter egg for Last of Us in Uncharted 4?
What? No.
Last of
No.
Us, American Girls.
Yeah, have you seen it?
No. What?
Heard of
I've
it?
heard about it.
American Girls.
Yeah, so it supposedly it's a sneak peek. Well, it's like for the upcoming comic that they have. American Dreams is what the comic was going to be called. So American Daughters is what the picture has. So it's very similar. But it says Last of Us, and the ST and the US are the only thing that are showing. So it's kind of like an Easter egg for either the comic or potentially what the Last of Us 2 could be kind of based off of. So it has a picture, though. It's of a girl, so very young, and she has a gas mask on, and she's pregnant. And
Oh,
she's in
don't
the
tell me
middle of
Ellie's
film.
pregnant.
Joel's
So-
baby.
So I'm thinking it could either be
Hey, don't spoil the. I haven't played
it
it.
could
yet.
either be Ellie. Well, this isn't.
You haven't
Uncharted
played
4.
Last of
I
Us?
didn't finish it.
Oh my
Never
god!
played- what the
Is
hell's
it?
wrong with you?
Either
Let me see.
you see it.
I see it.
Is it like a wall board with pictures on it? and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either it's Ellie and she's pregnant, even though she's like bisexual or lesbian.
She's 15.
So she was exploring her sexuality.
I guess. That's what girls do. I don't know. I'm fucking weird.
All right, well, or it's Ellie's mom and she's pregnant with Ellie.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
That would be interesting.
So speculation. What do you guys think or want it to be?
I definitely do not want it to be Ellie's mom
It's a cousin.
because you pretty much saw like the gist of what happened with the DLC in Last of Us. So
I mean, it could be a prequel.
It could start off as a prequel and have like an hour of that, and then jump
go to the modern day.
forward to just after the events of The Last of Us. I'd like that.
I'd rather have
that
a
would
completely
be-
new story if they're going to do it at all.
Would
I
it be,
prefer them not to do it, but if they're going to do it at all, I'd
There's
like
too
a
much
completely
money
new
for
story.
them not to do it.
that would be interesting if it was Ellie's and she was having a kid.
But why would she be? The only thing that doesn't make sense is why would Ellie be wearing a gas mask? Maybe for the baby's sake.
Maybe
But
it's
she's
because
immune.
maybe she's
Because she might be immune, but she not want to breathe in the spores because they don't know what it would do to the
for her baby.
What would be interesting, I think, is that this magazine, this comic book series is kind of like the in-between between Last of Us 2. And Last of Us 2 is actually Ellie and her family, and they find out they're immune or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's all about her family struggling with, oh, we found out that you guys are immune and we want to dissect you or something like that. So do you think that's a possibility?
Yeah,
It could be. I think
could be anything.
In the new game, if they do make it, what I really want to see is Ellie finding out that Joel lied to her. That's what I want to see.
She has to find out eventually. They can't.
There's
just
there's
ignore
no
it,
way
yeah.
that he should, like she's gonna find out one day.
I think she's pretty certain that he lied to her.
So do you think Joel was a good guy or a bad guy?
I think he's a good guy. I think he's doing the best
Do
he
you think
can
he
with
could-
what he's got.
In Last of Us 2, if he's there, do you think he'll be the bad guy?
I don't think he would be
No.
like an antagonist for the game, but there will probably be something where they do separate and Joel's not really in the picture.
If anything, he wouldn't agree with what the majority are doing and do his own thing. And like you said, just separate from the group.
Yeah.
it could be anything. We'll see.
I
Who
think
knows?
My number one prediction for the year of 2016, PSX 2016, we get a Last of Us 2 teaser
And
oh
I'm-
man.
and
What
I'm
a-
Why not
California.
E3?
because it's for the fans.
Okay, then.
We'll get a Crash Bandicoot.
You're not getting no Crash Bandicoot.
Or they could be like last time, didn't they say we have Uncharted 4 coming? And then at PSX, when they showed the trailer
For Last of Us?
for Uncharted 4, that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
I think they're just going to straight up announce and tease it at PSX. It won't be at E3.
We'll see.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Next week we'll talk about Overwatch, X-Men Apocalypse, and some news and entertainment.
Thanks.
Later.
See you later, guys. We love it. If you can visit us on nerdconfessions.net and leave us some comments.
Shoot us an email.